Okay, wait, let me see if this is working because I haven't done this in so long. I know the mic might be like further away. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this. Yo, what's up, Mr. Limo to you? Let me see. Okay, okay. I think I fixed it. I think. Maybe. Hopefully. Everything seems fine. Can you hear me? Good? Is it working decently? You can let me know. Let me see. Okay. I can hear you. That is cool. So we're gonna be playing Victoria 2 today. I I don't know which mod yet. Which mod I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do Vanilla Enhanced. I like Vanilla Enhanced. And by the way, I want to state for anyone, it's not mandatory that you watch the stream. I just really like Victoria 2. I really want to play it, and I know everyone's not like a huge fan of it, but I'm a huge fan of it. I've come to like think it's the greatest map game ever made. Yeah, sure it has. I'm sure it has its fair share of problems, but I love it. I'm a full blown Victoria 2 fanboy, and we're gonna be having fun today. Okay, we're gonna do some cool stuff. I'm going to be playing. I don't know which mod I'm gonna be playing yet. You know, I should probably ask Lamo to you. I'm playing Sid Meier's Collection 6. Oh, that's pretty cool. I almost got into Crusader Kings. I think it was Crusader Kings, right? I think I got it here. Let me see. Where is it? Yeah, Crusader Kings 2. I almost played it. It's on sale for $5. I almost got into Crusader Kings 2, but I didn't. And do you know why? Because of this really stupid thing where you have to enter in your country. And when I tried to enter in the United States of America, they kept giving me the United Arab States of America. What the heck is that, bro? Like, literally, I'm talking the sign up. This was the sign up. I was like, oh, yeah, this game, might be fun. Maybe I can form roster or something. And I was like, oh, no, this is stupid. We are going to be playing. The mod I'm going to be playing is. I should probably ask now. Lemo T, do you want to be involved in like VC or anything like that? I can let you in if you want to be in. Like, I should probably ask now before I start the game. Sure. Okay. Okay. Just let me add you in real quick. Let me get you on there real quick. Just give me a sec. How you doing, Mr. Lemo T, the banana?
I'm good. I'm playing as the Roman Empire in Sid Meier's Civilization 6, which is 90% off at the moment, if you are interested. Um,
I might look into that after the stream.
yeah, you'll have to look into it. You can get all the DLC for like $25 too, and that comes just with the entire game. Pretty good deal in my opinion, but of course, I probably shouldn't be advertising video games on your stream, so we can talk about that afterwards.
Let me see here. I'll share the screen to the game with you. Just I think I'm gonna do vanilla enhanced. I'm gonna do vanilla enhanced. The question is music, no music, because this mod for some reason doesn't have music. It has all the sounds. It just doesn't have music. I don't know why. So I usually just turn on the Cold War enhancement music because I like that soundtrack a lot anyway. But no, I think no. I'll just go on without the music. We don't really need it. I'm gonna be real with you. I think this mod has particularly become my definitive way to play the game. It fixes a lot of things and adds in a lot more really cool decisions. Also, the resolution is screwed up, so I'm gonna have to fix it. It also removes some annoying things, like for example, the video that plays at the start of every time you launch the game gone. It also genuinely loads a lot faster. It's a lot more optimized, and it adds in.
Video that plays at the beginning of the game every single time you play and is incredibly annoying is a key feature of Victoria 2.
Nah, I hate that thing, bro. I hate it. And I gotta fix I gotta fix the resolution. I'm gonna fix it in a second. It's screwed. But it removes the video. It also adds in a lot of new countries. Take for example Kazakhstan, as as you so often complain about. Yeah, no, get this. It gets even better. It gets even better. This mod kind of fixes how stuff works, right? So, like for example, historically, if you look at like Poland, Lithuania, Baltic states inside of the Russian Empire, before like I believe it's the what 1870s, before like the 1870s, they were kind of like yeah, they were under the Russian Empire, but they were kind of like independent vassal states inside of the Russian Empire. This game kind of keeps that feature up until the Polish Revolution, which can kind of break out at any time. So if the once the Polish Revolution happens, you can annex the rest of your puppet
Oh, that's
states.
also in the historical project mod.
Yeah, I find it a really cool feature. Also, this game adds a lot more countries in Africa. Not countries, but more like tribes or uncivilized nations. So it makes it harder for like big European powers. Like it's actually a challenge to colonize Africa now. It's not
Here,
just
I have a question real quick.
uh huh.
Have you played the historical project mod?
No, I haven't.
You should. It's pretty good.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to check that out. But I really like this mod though. I'm not gonna lie. Also, there's a really fun feature in this mod where I don't know if every country gets this decision. I know I got it as Russia, and obviously I know the USA gets it. But you can annex California from Mexico, which I find really funny. Like it's just a decision. You just get influence in Mexico, boom, annex California, and then you can annex the rest of Oregon from the U.S. Even if the USA already colonizes Oregon, you can just take it. It's hilarious. I love it.
Oh, excuse me. I have to go real quick.
Um,
I got groceries.
take it on. But yeah, dude, this is gonna be fun. It was. I just have to fix the resolution once it like stops being stupid. I'm going to try and make this because I know a lot of people don't like Victoria 2 and they think it's kind of boring with its heavy focus on economy, right? So I have a plan for that, and it's simple. And I know some people might not agree with this, but we're gonna do it just to keep the stream interesting and not just like super long and grindy and there's just nothing interesting happening. We are going to cheat for a minute at the start. And by cheat, I mean only in the beginning, and I'm going to give myself instant research for a small period of time. Just so just so 90% of this game isn't me just sitting on the industry screen, whereas instead of being 90%, it's gonna be like 50% industry screen, the rest actual war and stuff, just to try and keep it interesting, because as the Russian Empire, it is a lot is pretty taxing when it comes to like industry and like literacy. And so I kind of find it necessary if you're doing a video of this game, because I know a lot of people again can see this game is boring, and I don't think it's boring. I think it's really fun when you're playing by yourself and you're just like grinding through. And since it's just me and I don't have like another player here to help keep the game interesting and fresh, I kind of feel like it's a necessity that I do the instant research, or else it's gonna take us a really long time. This game also adds in the ability to create Yugoslavia, like directly yourself, as like a third party country, and I love that. I also really think that's really cool. So I was already playing this game. I got this was my most recent save. Okay, welcome back. This was my most recent save. You can see Austria, Hungary exist, and I was attempting.
Uskarai? Hungary?
What did you say?
Nothing. Countries' names in German are very fun and very funny to say. You know?
Yeah.
Like Frankreich, Uskarai. You know what's funny about that, from what I hear?
What? What?
Um, if, I, if I'm not mistaken, like Reich or whatever means, state in German. And so, France is like, oh, the state of the Franks. But it's funny because in English, when you put state in a country's name, that usually has some uncomfortable connotations.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, German state, huh? Guess we're gonna have to go back in there.
You can see
But
this was like my most recent game, and you can see I the Polish Revolution already happened, so I annexed all of like the Caucasus states. I've annexed um Poland. The great game was fun. I love that decision tree where it's like it's a constant battle between the British and the Russians down here in like Persia and Afghanistan to see who's gonna get those warm seawater ports. I won the great game in this game and I got it. So, warm ports for the Russian Empire forever. Um
oh, you're in India now, or Persia, or what
what,
are you in?
what did you say?
So are you in Pakistan now?
Am I what?
Are you in Pakistan?
Uh, kind yeah, basically, yeah. It was the great game between me and the British. I loved it. It was fun. I built the Suez Canal. I did the Tunisia Treaty, which is another decision that's added into this game between you and France, where if you get enough influence in Tunisia, you can basically make it a puppet state. I fought a war with the French and took Western Sahara. I was colonizing somewhat down here in like the Western Congo area. You can see a ton of African countries get like independent not just African countries, more like African like tribes and stuff have their own borders here in Africa they start out with, and it just genuinely adds a higher, deeper challenge to total African colonization because you're gonna have to fight a lot of wars if you truly want to just like conquer everything. Oh, the British were starting to
Agree,
expand
in
that.
my opinion, because if it works at all with HPM or HFM or any of the other mods for Victoria 2, then usually you could just gain influence in those countries. Uh, and also because it's a lot easier to get a foothold earlier on. Unlike in North Victoria 2, where you need to
It
wait
is a
until
lot.
like
It
years.
is. It is a lot easier to get, kinda, because you gotta get here, right? I mean, if you're like France or something, you could probably do it. If you're playing a single player, you could probably just like show up here. But for countries like I don't know, maybe Russia, maybe the USA, it might be a little bit harder to straight up colonize at the beginning, which is it makes it a little more fun. Uh, ooh, I don't know if you know this, but in this mod you can also unite Yugoslavia, but it is an incredible pain. I was trying to do it, but I kind of gave up half the way through because what keeps happening in my particular games when I try to do it is when I try to get Croatia from Austria-Hungary. No, Austria-Hungary refuses to give up all the territory I want it to give up, right? It won't give me Serbia. It has one little piece of Serbia, one little province of Serbia with a Serbian core, and they won't give it to me. I fought the war. I don't know why. I can't get it. And then Croatia sometimes doesn't get its full borders, so it doesn't get all of its land with cores, and that is insanely annoying. So I just kind of gave up on that midway through. But we're gonna be playing a newer game. We're gonna start a new game here. So dismantle an empire. We're gonna play Russia again, but just to and you can see how Russia's split up now. A lot more like Caucasus states. You start out fighting a war between these two right here, which is a bit annoying. But you got Kazakh. We got a ton of different stuff here. Afghanistan and Africa looks like this at the start with Ottoman Asia, or so basically Egypt's a puppet state. Um, Morocco looks like that. Algeria looks like that. A bunch of different cool stuff. Austrian Empire, which we're gonna fight a war with almost instantly. So
Excuse me, Sega Slayer 64. I present a challenge for you.
what is that?
By the year of our Lord 1900, I want you to have knighted Gibraltar from the British.
Beat the British and take Gibraltar?
Yes.
Bro, that's gonna be pretty dang hard, James. I don't know. I don't know if you were. I don't know if you were hearing me, right, guys. Now, James, you might take some issue with this, right? But because I don't want this stream to be like absolutely boring, because everyone says Victoria 2 is absolutely boring, I am going to cheat a little bit at first. Just a little bit. I wouldn't do this in my own single player game, but because, again, I just don't want this stream to consist of constant sitting on the economic screen, I'm going to instant research some of the research text at first because I
My opinion is that Victoria 2 is very fun to play, very boring to watch.
exactly why, and that's exactly why I'm trying to like fix that a little bit by having because if we're just sitting here on the economy screen the entire time, that's not fun, right? So I want to make it a little bit more about war because wars are fun to fight and it's fun to watch them because I found wars, even if you have the upper hand, you don't always have the upper hand and they can switch up on you at times. So we're gonna instant research early on. I won't do it this entire stream, but we are gonna instant research early on as Russia, just cause.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I find the economy screen to be incredibly fun.
No, it's incredibly fun when I'm playing by myself. It is incredibly like if I'm just playing by myself, it is incredibly fun. But if I'm trying to actually get maybe some people to show up and like maybe get interested in the game, it's not going to be that fun if they just see the economy on the screen. Like watching the economy thing wouldn't be fun. And we're still like I'm trying basically, right? We're turning 90% economy into 50% economy cuz there's still going to be heavy focus on the economy, but I need it to be around 50% instead of 90% so that this entire stream isn't just economy. So I am going to be using instant research early on. I promise you I don't do it in my single player games. We could turn the liberals off. Do you know the ones who constantly revolt? I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of them. They give you that, and I love it. We can also turn crisis off until 1870. So this event that will allow you to choose between having crisis in 1836 or 1870. Personally, I think crises don't happen all that often, so I think I'm going to just wait until 1870 till crisis happens. So they kind of happen late game and kind of become a little more interesting. You know, we are a little more powerful, so I can maybe back some. Um, there's some more options, but I'm at war right at the start. So before we do any research, anything at all, we kind of have to win this war, and it's kind of hard at first because Russia's troops suck. And we got to turn taxes all the way up. We'll turn tariffs down later on, but for now we got to turn them up because if we don't turn tariffs up, we don't make money and we die. Tariffs we can turn down a lot more later on. I'm also going to turn education up. We can risk the money for now.
Tariffs actually kind of, in my opinion at least, they matter more early because then your artisans won't have any money with the higher tariffs.
What did you say, James?
When you have tariffs higher, then your artisans won't be able to get the goods that they need to, produce stuff and make a living.
I know, but we need money at the very beginning of this game to win the war because we are at war. Like we are at war at the moment. So I have to like with two countries. So I kind of gotta get on that beforehand before I can like truly focus on anything else. Education has to go all the way up. And again, we're gonna instant research some of these tax. Oh, I gotta instantly encourage capitalists. That's another thing you gotta instantly do as Russia. Instantly encourage capitalists. One more big reason we really have to do another really big reason we kind of really have no choice but to do instant research early on in this game for the stream is because one of the big challenges of Russia that is really fun if you're playing single player, not so fun if you're watching a stream of Victoria 2 is getting around the country takes forever. Like forever. And railroads are essential as Russia because it makes it easier for your troops to move across the land, which is kind of a necessity, especially if you're focusing down here because a lot of this will be taken care of in the great game later on, so I don't really have to worry about it too early on, except Afghanistan. We are going to have to worry about Afghanistan at some point because if Persia annexes Afghanistan, I'm kind of screwed, so we can't have that happen if I want to win the great game. And I do want to win the great game. I mean, look, you can see, dude. These guys are absolutely destroying me right now.
That's rough
I'm
at the moment. Are they uncivilized?
They are uncivilized, but so basically so is Russia. Let's be real here. Don't worry, I'll get the upper hand in a few minutes. I just gotta create a bunch of troops. We're okay. I wasn't gonna focus too heavily on Navy during this game, but now that James has given me a challenge to take Gibraltar, I kind of have no choice but to focus on Navy early on. So you know what? Let's pray. Let's all quickly pray that we get a Prussian later German alliance. Because if we do, smacking the British and taking Gibraltar will not be that hard at all.
Just walk through the French.
Okay, let me see. Oh, taking Gibraltar will be relatively easy once I get some ships to go actually get it. But like, I mean, we're gonna have to defend against the British here on the mainland because there's no way. Oh, we got the Prussian alliance right off the bat. What the heck? Yo, usually it's Austria. Usually it's Austria who aligns with me like right off the bat. So the fact that I just got the Prussia alliance is big news to me. These guys are absolutely destroying me. Like literally, you
Military
see?
access to the Spanish.
What did you
That's
say?
all you need.
Oh,
All you really need is military access to the Spanish.
okay. Let's see. That's not even an early that we can't even focus on that right now. That's a later goal. That's a later goal. Why are you just sitting there? Oh, you just lost. Okay. Hmm. No, you guys go deal with those for a second. You. Yeah.
Hey, I
Okay.
have a question, Sega Slayer 64.
What's that?
It's just me, or do you feel like ice cream sandwiches these days have gotten a lot more?
I actually do feel like that. Also, do you feel like they gotten thinner as well? I mean, yeah, shrinkflation, and all that, but like, dude, ice cream sandwiches have legitimately just gotten thinner now. Come on, really? Why? Why?
I can't tell why it's so long these days. Right?
I know they're like genuinely long, and I don't get why they do it. We gotta. Oh man. Okay, hold on, because this war is not going that good, and these guys are dead. Go link up with them. Oh dang it! I didn't want that to happen. No, no, go help them. Go help them. Yeah, these guys should be able to handle this for a second. These wars are easy to win once you knock out their troops. We could use better channels of information via the personal training. Okay. Rebels still do attack in this game, but they're a lot less frequent than the without the anarchists because it's like oh man those guys. Okay, we basically knocked out one big troop cluster. What are you doing? Go! We almost got this. We almost got this in the bag. We are almost guaranteed. This early war is about numbers and not strength because the Russian troops kind of suck at the moment. So you know, oh they're gonna run. They're going to run, and it takes so long for the Russian troops to actually move. Hence why you see what I'm saying when I say we need those railroads. We have to have those railroads. It's a necessity that we have those railroads. Oh, Mexico! Almost forgot. Got it. We're taking Oregon this game again. I'm taking California, and so to do that, I have to basically focus exclusively on keeping my influence up in Mexico. Oh, Manchuria, because you know, got to be the rulers of the East and all that. Those are the two. Those are two things that like I find as an are a necessity. Because having California isn't that big when it comes to strategic value, but get this, it is really big when it comes to having a decent industry. Because I don't, having California on your side as the Russian Empire is like really good for money. So you know
Also, Pacific Fleet.
exactly.
I always forget. Can you walk from Alaska to what's it called? Is it? It's not yet. Kamchatka.
I in the game. It's in the Russian.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure you can. They also made it harder actually to get the conditions to colonize. I forgot that there's a couple extra things they added for like the Russia. Like, you now need
It's for everyone.
yeah, you now need the dark containment,
Dark continent.
dark continent. There we go. Yeah. Sorry, I can't see my glasses. I don't have them right now. And
My glasses. I don't have my glasses.
what do you do, bro? There's just one troop sitting right there. What the heck, man? Sorry.
They're throwing so hard right now.
As soon as we get this done, we can get the research text as soon, and then we can just instant research mostly every. Come on, bro, they're running again. What the heck?
Hey,
I'm trying
Sega
to.
Slayer 64.
Uh huh.
Have you ever really disliked something unfairly for a long time, realized you unfairly disliked it, gave it a fair shot, and then hated it anyway?
Uh, hmm. Let me think. I'm trying to think.
It's only with Laymotia the banana you get such engaging prompts.
It is there are a few there's a few things I can think of. You know, Victoria 2 was almost one of those, but nah, dude, I love this game. Let me genuinely think. I want to say a part of me wants to say Hearts of Iron 4, but then again, I still feel like I haven't really given that game a chance. Like I basically it's kind of I kind of did the same thing with Hearts of Iron 4 that I did with Victoria too. I got on, I took one look at the skill tree and I was like, "Nope, this isn't Victoria. Goodbye."
I'm sure if you actually gave it a real fair shot, then
Oh
you'd
yeah.
find
I know I know I'd like it. I know for sure if I actually just sat down, just like I did with this game.
playing it, and it's crazy fun.
Oh, I know it's crazy fun. I definitely know it is most like once I sit down and truly give it that fair shot, like I did this game, because it took everything in me to come back and like give this game a true fair shot. So I think if I do that with the rest of the games as well with Hearts of Iron, I'm sure to like it. I get the policies. Like you keep them. Nah. We need our people to get
Yeah,
smarter.
I'm playing. Remember what the game I was telling you that I really wanted to sail the seas for? Kafka.
Uh huh.
Winter.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I'm playing it, and it's cool.
I definitely got to look into it after we get done with this stream.
I know. You know how much stuff I've gotten you into, uh, over the time we've known each other.
Yeah, a decent fair amount of stuff that I never thought I would actually like take Undertale for example. Undertale's always that big one because I was almost you know how I feel about RPGs. I've been on and on about it for years upon years.
Yeah,
I
like
can't stand
Undertale,
RPGs.
Victoria 2.
You got me back into Pokemon, so thank you for that one.
I know, like, I've dragged you into so many different fandoms over the course of like the past year.
By the way, for anyone watching this on YouTube, I'm gonna make something clear. Just this is just a little tip from me. I don't know if this applies to everyone, but in my personal case, if you're gonna have a Russian sea fleet at all, basically only have one in the Baltics and in Crimea. That's it. You don't really need one in Asia. I'm gonna be real with you. You don't. Like I haven't found it necessary unless you win the great game in this particular mod. If you win the great game in this mod, then yeah, you're gonna have those warm. You're gonna want to have that warm water fleet just over here just in case. We're gonna get Afghanistan in our influence because you can win the great game by actually having Afghanistan and all these other countries in your influence. You don't need to actually go to war with them if you don't want to. Except Kazakhstan, you gotta go with a war with them. Having them in your influence does nothing. There we go. Look, the British already. The British have already banned me. They've already banned me. Here we go, man. Oh, uh, oh, you're late. Oh, you're not late, Casper. You're not late, man. We're just playing some Victoria 2. It's gonna be fun. I promise you. You're gonna enjoy watching it. I promise you. Just stay here. Watch the stream. I promise you. I'm going to be trying to make it as fun as possible. And we got James here to give us some to help us get some more intriguing commentary as well.
Delightful commentary.
Yep. So I'm going to try and make. I'm trying to make. I want to show everyone, particularly you're one, Casper. I really want you to get into this game because I really want to play it with you as well. I think it would be a really fun experience. So I really want you to watch this stream just so you can learn how the game is done and it goes about it. And I promise you, it's gonna be fun. And hey, Poland, Puppet State. I was gonna say. This game adds something. It does add something. Not only does it add a bunch of fun references that I actually like, there's genocide. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I should mention that. Like literally after we win these two wars, we get the option to do genocide, and we kind of have to take it. So just be aware this game does have genocide, and it's a little bit funnier because you also get alerts whenever any other country does a genocide on their people. You can't do genocides willy nilly. You can't choose to do them. They're events that happen, and they mostly try to stick to realism. But there is genocide in this game, and you do get a choice upon whether you do it or don't. Yo, James, that laugh, James. What the heck, bro? You laughed. If only multiplayer doesn't hate us. Multiplayer hated Midnight. It hated Midnight. It didn't hate us. I mean, if you want to jump into multiplayer, we could do it. I can do it, but I'm still gonna use instant research early on, just because it's going to suck if I don't do it. So I mean, if that's something you want to do, Casper, I'll be glad to invite you into our little VC, and we can do it. You can hop in. I'll send you the link to the mod, and we can get that set up because that'd be fun. That'd be fun because I really do love this mod. It is a really cool mod. Just don't play Poland. Don't play Poland because Poland is going to Poland's gonna not have a fun experience this game, and I'm sorry. It's not my choice. I would love for Poland to have.
Oh, okay. Is it pretty interesting that you mentioned genocide around the same time that you mentioned Casper and Poland?
No, 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 no. That's way later on.
What are you trying to say about the Polish people?
I'm not trying to say anything about the Polish people. If anything, I'd love to just keep Poland as a puppet state and not have to like annex it later on.
To oppress the Polish people?
No, I'd love to keep them as a puppet state, aka independence, pseudo independence, as long as they listen to me. Because it's kind of nice having a buffer state between me and Prussia, because it pretty much, which will later on become Germany, it pretty much ensures that if they want to truly invade me, like yeah, there's this little fun over here, but I can concentrate most of my troops over here and not really have to worry about them. Also Finland. Finland up here is another funny one. They are a puppet state as well, but they don't get annexed. I don't know why, but they don't get annexed. I'm just gonna kind of hold on to them. This game also has Norway.
Maybe because the Polish rebelled in real life and
Yeah,
they lost to the.
that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna rebel later on, and you got. And here's the thing: it can happen at any point in time. And you bet when they do it, when they do it, the Baltic countries also do it at the same time. So you've got no choice. Also, trans they do it too as well, so you just annex all of them. It's kind of smart, except Finland. I don't know why Finland doesn't get annexed. So we're going to one thing I really love the Polish in this game because they are really loyal early on, and they never deny to fight in a war with you. It doesn't matter how stupid, they never deny it. Also, this game makes some value changes to Infamy that I really like, right? So the infamy limit is still kind of 20, but here's the thing. The game makes it a lot harder for countries to declare war on you randomly at 20 infamy. Instead, it now has 30 infamy, right? When you get 30 infamy, what the game does is it gives you a little message letting you know you've gone over infamy. And it basically, while you're over, the entire time you're over infamy, it basically destroys your army organization strength. It makes it a lot harder for you to collect diplomacy points. And uh tries to hamper your economy. Later game, when it does this, here's the thing, later game, it doesn't really matter when it does this because you'll be just fine. But early game, it does really try to keep you from going over infamy, which I find really fun, right? But having the infamy go over 30 is a lot easier because it means you can engage in a lot more wars without having to worry about instantly just getting declared won by the British, because as Russia, that's not good, right? The Germans don't really care about infamy. Like, even when they're Prussia, they kind of just don't care. But, like, Russia, early game, has to care about infamy. We gotta care. Okay. War. War is almost done. We've almost done it. And we can finally annex this country. Now, here we go. We won the war. We'll accept this offer. There we go. Now, here we go, guys. Here we go. We get the genocide. Okay, I don't condone genocide. The Caucasus is land we have recently reached.
Genocide?
Sorta. Here we go. We're gonna get it in a second. It's going to give it to us in a second. It'll let us know that we've done it. Okay. Now let's focus on those research texts because industry has to exist. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you guys the cheat code. I mean, you know it, Casper, but I mean, you know it, Lamo too. But for people who don't know, INR is instant research, and so that's what we're gonna do. Oh man, line's from Austria. I really didn't want that, but I kind of got no choice but to take it. So we're gonna research all of these early texts early on. I won't instant research the later text, but we kind of have to do it because if we don't do it, the stream's gonna be boring, one, and two, we're gonna fall heavily behind in military compared to everyone else and just get instantly clapped in every war we have. And I'm trying to show people that Victoria 2 is fun and engaging. And you can kind of play it however you want to play it. You know what I'm saying? I choose not to do this like when I'm playing normally, but for now we're gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. Okay. Especially for those railroads. I can't stress enough how important those lucrative railroads are. Okay. By the way, tariffs super low. We're gonna actually repay all our loans. Well, not we can't repay them all yet. We need to enact a more comprehensive education policy. Yes, we do. We need our population to be smarter. Come on, build these factories. I don't have enough money to build these factories yet. What the heck, man? Okay, what am I doing? Oh, we gotta continue the research services.
Sega Slayer 64. I'm going
Uh-huh.
to use faith in God to create construction workers.
What do you mean?
I'm just not gonna give you any context. Just do with that information what you will.
Now, some of you guys might call me a filthy cheater, but I call myself a brilliant strategist for this.
I'm calling you a filthy cheater.
Nah, I'm a totally brilliant strategist. Okay, and I make fun streams. I want to make fun streams, and for us to have fun streams, we're gonna have to continuously go to war with the Austrians and the Ottomans, and maybe the British a few times. So you know what? Okay. You know, the United States is going to be the most annoying country when it comes to gaining influence in Mexico. They're going to be the most annoying ones, I'm telling you right now. Because they constantly refuse. They also get the ability to demand California from Mexico. Again, I don't know if every country gets it, but I know Russia and the U.S. gets it, and they want it. They want to demand Mexico without that war. They want to demand California without the war. 4 viewers. Yay. We got 4 viewers? Exactly. See? And wait, everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I promise you Victoria 2 is going to be fun. Just give me a second. We're getting those railroads.
I promise. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It is. It's gonna be really fun. Okay, increase opinion. Please, the USA, please don't automatically send me back down. Yes, the USA is only cordial as well. Yes, this means I have a faster opportunity to automatically counter their influence in the region. A tragic death. All sad. Whatever. Okay. I gotta be on top of my Mexico game because if not, okay, we're gonna build these factories. Come on, stupid Russian capitalist, hurry up! I've got infamy already. How did I get that? We got rebel factions already. You see, but we'll take care of them when the genocide event happens. Genocide is not fun, kids. Don't ever think it's fun. It's not cool. It's not
That
hilarious.
sounds cool.
No. I'm
I
trying.
like genocide.
I no no. See, I'm making it sound cool. It's not cool, kids. Genocide is terrible. Don't do it. All types of genocide, no matter if that's displacing people or you know the bad
Put it
genocide.
against the right people.
Bro. What? Bro, James, what did you just say, bro? What? Oh, we gotta get these armies organized. No, maybe I should let you guys choose. Who should we focus on in this game? Should we focus on trying to bully Europe or bully Asia?
Bully Eurasia.
I could do both of them. Yeah, I can, but infamy, infamy. So I kind of got to try to keep it focused on one at a time. The great game doesn't start yet, and even when it does start, I should have the most of the influence in the Afghan areas anyway. So should probably increase my influence there. I just realized we might actually have to end up fighting a war with the British anyway against my will. Hopefully, if my allies come to my aid, though, everything will be good. Oh, railroads. You see why I did the instant research text. You need the railroads. We're gonna need those railroads, and I need to just spam fund them. Factories take forever to be built, but if all goes to plan, if all really does go to plan, we should be able to work our way into having the second to third best economy by mid game. And by late game, we can easily have the first best economy if I actually care about it. Which to me, I don't go too in depth on the super economy stuff. I'm kind of just, if the number up here says I'm in first, I'm happy, or if it says I'm in second, I'm happy. You know, I'm not too in depth. Like you're not gonna see me hovering over the trade section every second. Oh yeah, we gotta buy sell now. We gotta nah. I'm not that type of economist player. I just kind of just like ensure I have a decent enough number so I can stay in the top three great powers, and I'm having a good day. That's me when I play this game solo. So you know.
See, could I build a plantation with no slavery?
Yes. Okay. Okay. No, I was about to because when you asked that question, I was like, "What? What?" But once you said no slavery, yeah,
You know
we're
what?
Russia,
We're just going to use serfs who have no rights.
bro. See, we're Russia. We don't allow slavery here. You know, no slavery in the Russian Empire.
Just serfdom.
Yep, just serfdom. Come on, why is it taking so long for me to gain influence here in Manchuria? I'm kind of upset that the Austrians want to be friends because I really don't want to be friends with the Austrians. Like, really? In fact, I want to. A big part of me really wants to screw the Austrians over, like really badly, and I don't know how to do that. I got to think about how I can do that early game. I don't think we have to worry about the Polish Revolution just yet. Just yet, we don't have to worry. We can kind of just stay relaxed on it for now, and then worry about it way later on. While we focus on more important stuff, like funding our administration all the way up and to repaying these loans, because you know, I don't know. As Russia, I find it's also a bit easier if you pay off all your debt at the start, so you have no more in the rest of the game. Right, because a lot of countries are going to go bankrupt later on, and they're going to attempt to I don't know. To me, I'd rather did the Prussians already break their alliance with me? Why did they offer me an alliance just to instantly break it, bro? What the heck? I hate when they do that. I'd much rather be allied with the Prussians than the Austrians. Even though I want Kaliningrad, I still really do want it. In fact, hmm, I could probably get that early game. I could probably. No,
The alliance is probably more important in my opinion.
yeah, you're right. You're right. The alliance is probably more important, and I don't really want to be allied with the Austrians. So you know what? Dissolve alliance.
Honestly, I'd say don't even take. You know what would be even more awesome than taking Kaliningrad?
What?
Taking Vienna.
Taking Vienna is fun, but then it's kind of cut off. And one of the problems, one of the big reasons I don't take.
Wait. Who says it's going to be cut off?
Oh, I get what you're saying. I'm starting. You know what? I like where you're going with this, James. I like where you're going with this. I like where you're going with this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna just bully the Austrians this game. Yes, I want to keep my alliance with the Prussians really bad, especially because if the Prussians go to war with the Austrians, I want to be able to just like hop in that and just be like, yeah, man, I'm taking land and stuff like that. Also, could you imagine if I could somehow carve out an empire that gets me all the way to having a border, like to the Austrian coast? That'd be really cool to have the Austrian coast. Then I can move my Crimean fleet all Crimean flute. What the heck? I can't speak today. Then I can move my Crimean fleet all the way over here and kind of hover them there. Because late game, I don't know. In almost all my games, regardless if I'm playing vanilla or this game, Italy will eventually attempt to ally themselves with me, and they're a pretty good ally to have late game. They're a pretty decent ally to have. Okay, I just switched to my PC. That's cool. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, so Casper, do you want in this game? Do you want in this game? Do you think you can handle it? Of course, yeah. Yeah. I don't really have to keep troops down here, so let's just kind of stay concentrated on the. We're always, like I said, we you kind of always have to keep a decent amount of troops on the Polish border because the Polish Revolution can mostly break out anywhere. It usually breaks out somewhere around the 60s, but from what I read from what the author of this game said, it can happen at any time. So just in case it just decides to happen earlier for whatever reason, I'm going to try and keep as many of my troops like situated around there as possible. But for the most part, we're going to attempt to start taking stuff from Austria because who doesn't want to take stuff from Austria? I do. The Prussians are going to hate me later on anyway. They almost always do. They almost always find a way to hate
I
me.
think we should just try to stay allies. To be honest, seems like a better investment of time.
Oh, I'm going to definitely try to stay allies, but they will find a way. They always find a way. I've tried. I've done every strategy I can think of to try and stay on like the side of the Prussians. Literally going down and trying to hate every country they hate just so I can like keep that alliance going. They almost always find a way to break it, and I don't know why. And it's weird because they almost never like go to war with me. They almost never do it unless provoked by me. Yet they just refuse to be natural allies with me, and I don't get it. We don't take Vladivostok because it's a necessity. We take it because it's beautiful. Like the map just looks nice, And nice maps are kind of help feed the local poor. I always feed the local poor. If I can keep my population as happy as possible, then that's what we're gonna do. Because in Russia, if you don't have a happy, if you don't have a dumb population, it's probably better to have a happy population so they don't revolt on you. I mean, they're gonna try it eventually anyway, but that's why you sprinkle a few brigades just throughout your country and put them on rebel hunting mode, so you kind of don't have to focus on the rebels early late game. You know?
Would you like an investment in gunpowder?
Yeah, that would be cool. I'm gonna. Oh, tariffs. Can I turn them down yet? Yeah, I'll recover. Yeah, I can turn them down. That'll be fine. I can turn tariffs down. Yeah. Increase opinion. Once I can stop focusing on Manchuria, that'll be the good days, man. That'll be the good days. Now, I think we're almost ready for war with Austria. Austria's pretty weak at the start. They're pretty dang weak at the start, and I don't think we have to really worry about them too much. But then again, I'm pretty weak at the start, and so that doesn't always bode well for me. So but we are allied with Prussia, and I'm almost certain if there was a war with Austria right now, that Prussia would come to my aid, maybe, hopefully. Sort of. Our relations are too high. I gotta decrease those relations. Oh, another thing. This game adds instant relations. So you don't have to sit here and wait for a diplomat to arrive to a country every single time you want to decrease relations. You can just spam it. And I love that.
Every single time it happens, I like to imagine he's just like running, not given a car, not a horse. He just has to run his way there. So he makes it all the way. He's like,
Yo,
"Oh,
I
king."
imagine it too, dude. I imagine that too, and that is hilarious to me. But
He's like,
I
"Oh, king, we finally made it." Like he's out of breath. He's on his like deathbed, and the king is like, "Oh, go back. We want to send them another. We just want to tell them hi." But they gets to go and run all the way back.
but personally, it's funny, but it's also just that extra annoyance in this game. This mod fixes that, and some people might not agree with it because it kind of takes away the realism aspect. But at the same time, screw realism when it comes to productivity. So
Screw realism in map games. Who needs realism in their map games anyway?
exactly that's what I'm talking about. So you know what? I don't care. Instant decrease relations. I love it.
Should I send in my Buddhist monks to go fight in a war?
Do you think they can win? Yeah, you got to do it just for the memes. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm going to take. I don't know. East Galicia is kind of lame. I don't want to take that yet. I'm not gonna gain too much from it. Actually, no. We'll start off by taking East Galicia. It'll probably we'll probably get in less trouble And we can only acquire 10 infamy from that, so you know we could recover from that, right? Although we could free a country, but who would I like to free? Nah, Hungary's gonna take too long. Hungary would be funny, but Hungary is gonna take too long. And because of how infamy works, I don't want too much infamy. So you know, we're just gonna go ahead. We can recover from 10 infamy, and it's not even guaranteed that we will get 10 infamy. But if we do, we can recover from it. You know. So let's just build up our let's continue to build up our troops over here. I don't have to worry about Poland for now. Again, like I said, they'll leave me alone for these early games. So you know, I'm gonna build some instantly gets all more of them, and I think we'll be okay, especially if we're just trying to take East Glacia so far. I think we'll be fine. Also, you know, we can easily go blockade the one naval port that Austria has. So you know, we can hurt their economy, and you know, you always want to do that in a war. Oh look, connecting St. Petersburg. Can't stop progress, baby. We can't. You can't stop progress. Of course, in real life, that was the only railroad, but in this game, we're gonna have tons of railroads. I love how. I love how. Uh huh.
I need to build up some more guns, but the Buddhist monks are in position.
Send them in there without guns. We're gonna build a winery in Kiev. Do we really need more wine in Kiev?
Of course, you need more wine in Kiev.
Now the thing about Russians is these capitalists are never gonna have enough money to fund projects. They're not gonna do it until way later on in the
Remember
game.
Russia vodka was a thing that you could build?
I actually really do. I think it makes way more sense for Russia to have a vodka like distillery than a winery. But you know, I mean, it is what it is. I just think it would make more sense if it kind of like went on cultural lines. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the types of buildings you can build, these railroads are gonna. Oh yeah, these capitalists are actually starting decent projects right now. They're actually starting factories, and I like that. I mean, they're not going to make money from these factories. They're not going to. I'm going to have to shift that. I'm going to have to shift that economy for a long period of time. It's going to take us 230 days to justify the war, and during that time, I have to pretty much pray to God that that Prussia doesn't leave me. By the way, did you guys know? I'm sure most of you knew this, but Austria-Hungary didn't have a flag, and I hate that people use the traitor flag for Austria-Hungary. Because the thing is, I actually really like Austria's flag. You know what I'm saying? And considering, let's just be
Oh,
real here.
Austria has a beautiful flag. That beautiful
Exactly.
black and white.
Uh, are you talking about the black and yellow? You mean?
Black and yellow. Oh yeah, black and yellow.
I love Austria's flag, and because Austria-Hungary didn't have a flag, and Austria and Hungary had their own flags, I kind of and let's just be real here. Austria was kind of the dominant power of the relationship. I kind of just wish everyone would still use Austria's flag when talking about Austria-Hungary. Like I like Austria's flag. I wish they'd go back to this. You know, I wish a lot of these European countries would just go back to their old flags. Like, you know, I wouldn't be terribly mad if modern day Germany adopted Prussia's flag. I wouldn't be like terribly mad. It's a nice flag. I can't lie. I still love the German Empire flag
German
though.
Empire flag is better.
Oh yeah. Oh no, no, for no fact. The German Empire is like definitely. I wish they'd just do it. And considering not trying to go into politics, but considering Germany's gonna probably get a super right wing uh, government soon enough, they might do that. And if they do it, that'd be like the only change. They're at war with Austria and they didn't call me in. They're at war with Austria and they didn't call me in. What the heck, bro? Let me in! Let me in! Okay, I got good news. The good news is Austria's probably gonna get absolutely oh, dang it. Oh, it's happening, guys. It's happening. Oh no, it's happening. Prussia's at war with not Prussia. Persia's at war with Afghanistan, and that's not a good thing for us because Persia. Here's the thing: you got three competing influences down here when it comes to Afghanistan, and if we want to demand those warm coastal ports from Persia, we have to have all of this under our influence or straight up annexed. And you have three competing powers down here, right? You got Persia, you got the British, and then you got me. And having the two of them is like trouble in of itself, but it's fine. It's fine. Again, unlike a lot of other countries, one of the reasons I play Russia a lot, and I know this is like the country I play oh yeah, having the two Sicilies on our side is also a really good country to have on our side. One of the reasons I play Russia a lot is I feel like it's almost outside of like uncivilized nations. Russia in of itself is like a very unique challenge in my opinion. Because no game, I feel like no game as Russia is ever the same. There's always a bunch of different outcomes that can change the pace of the game, and it's always fun trying to vie for colonies in the late game and trying to, balance your fights in Europe and Asia. Because you got the Ottomans right here, and then you got the Austrians and the Germans right there. So it's like it's a sort of balancing act. I've yet to have a game where I can truly just focus on maybe trying to fight the Chinese Empire. Maybe it's because I don't want to get involved in it. I mean, do you see this mess?
Sega Slayer 64.
Mm-hmm.
It is time. The Buddhist monks are coming in.
Good luck. I really hope they win. I really hope they win. Is there, James? I have to ask you this, right? You probably know better than I do. Is there a decision that you can just unify China at some point?
The China. Well, in the mod you're playing, China's probably gonna go through a civil war after they civilize.
Probably, but I've never seen I've never seen the AI unify China as a whole. Like get rid of the whole puppet state system and just unify the country. I've never seen it happen. No, the U.S. beat me. Okay, well now we're gonna have to play the juggle game with the U.S. Are they mobilized? They did mobilize, bro. Bro, I wanted this to hurry up before the Prussian-Austrian War ended. What are you talking about, bro? I really wanted this to hurry up before the Prussian, so I can jump in and ambush Austria while they're already at war with Prussia. I can just like jump in, and Prussia won't call me in. They're never gonna. Prussia never calls you in the war. Prussia's a terrible ally if you want them to call you in the war, but they're a great ally if you want to call them into war, assuming they join. If that's the way I could put it, because Prussia almost always. Prussia and later Germany, as you know, whole, they almost always have wars by themselves. They can get basically ambushed by all of Europe and still win. So it's like you kind of need them to more babysit you while you do what you got to do than you babysit them.
Bruh. Sega Slayer 64. This is some Age of Civilizations 2 kind of AI that I have going on here. You know what happened?
What?
So look, I'm talking with Sumeria, right? I want them to join my war against the Babylonians, and that's who I'm sending my Buddhist monks to go fight, right?
Uh huh.
So I go in, and he says that under no circumstances will he join my war. I offer to send him one singular piece of gold, and then he's like, "Yep, we're joining."
Oh my god, yo, that cheese still works in that game too. That oh yo, I miss that though. I do miss that from Victoria too, where you could just like cheese the AI into doing things you wanted it to do. See, Infamy's gone down decently fast. We're already at 8.1. That's fine.
Oh,
I
and the
can.
Japanese don't want to join my war. Bruh, we're in an alliance, dude. Join my war.
First factory just opened, and as you can see, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. The capitalists are not gonna be making money off it. Wait, are they? Oh, they're not. They're not making money off of it. The factories. Wait a second. I gotta subsidize all of these factories because you definitely have to subsidize all factories at the start of the Russian campaign. Because if you do not, again, you're screwed. Oh, a canned food factory. That's a good one to have at the start. Oh no, it's over, bro. It is so over for Afghanistan. Oh, this sucks. I'm gonna have to fight Prussia later. I keep see. I always do that. Prussia. Come on, man. Maybe
You'd
this.
think it would be very easy to just not mistake those two, considering they have such different names.
Yeah, it's just the P. It's literally the P that gets me off guard. It's like, Come on, war justification. Come on. The war's going to end before I get in. Like, I want to ambush the Austrians while they're fighting there we go. I'm doing it again. The Prussians. I want in, bro. Come on. 3 days. Come on. Is it really that hard to just be like, nope? Screw. Like, dude, is there really a need for war justification? Just go to war. Okay, finally. Poland's in. I'm in. Let's go. The Austrians, they're preoccupied, so you know what? Screw them. We should have assuming. What the heck? That we're at war with all the puppet states as well. Oh well, doesn't really matter. We'll be fine. It's not like any of them can actually do anything to us. And thanks to the the Prussians already being at war, we can pretty much just come in here and take whatever we want anyway. I don't think I really care. You know what? Just because I don't think I really care that much about getting an extra piece of infamy right now. I'm going to demand some war reparations from Austria as well, just for fun. You know what? This is going good. I got good. I got high hopes about this. This is looking nice. The war is going fine enough for now.
Okay, how would you feel if a bunch of so you basically you're in a unit with a bunch of musket men, right? How would you
Uh-huh.
feel if a bunch of unarmed Buddhist monks just came running after you to attack you?
Honestly, if they're brave enough to do that, I think I'm just gonna run. No, no, it's gone bad. It's gone bad, dude. It's gone bad. No, the Prussians pieced out. The Prussians pieced out. So now the war really begins. Peace offer value is 11, so it shouldn't be that hard to achieve. Plus, these guys are still immobilized, and I can imagine this is probably taking a somewhat decent heavy toll on their economy. Let's also go block their ports just so we can. Did they unmobilize? No, their reserves are still mobilized, bro. Control the clergy through legislative means. They have troops, so I can't call them in. Oh no. I'm just gonna call down some more troops. You know what? Go up here and fight those guys instead. You can go help the Polish. Four scorpions. Three. Who? Wait. Who are my current allies at the moment? Let's see. Can I call in the two Sicilies? They'll just be like, would you guys join? So, come on in, two Sicilies. Come help me. Just cause. Austria doesn't deserve to be happy.
Man, to join my war against Babylon. No one wants to help the Buddhist monks. Also, am I at war with John Curtin? Is that what's happening here? You want what I don't understand, Sega Slayer 64?
Uh-huh.
I have this option to declare a joint war with John Curtin, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like, I'm not at war with him. Why is he at war with everyone? Because looking at it, no one is at war with John Curtin. John Curtin's Australia, by the way.
Bro, I've got 13 points. Why won't they accept it, bro? I've got 13. Let me peace out, man.
Why
Like
does everyone even want to kill the Australians anyway?
you've lost. Let me peace out. Come on. Why won't you accept? Dude, the value is only worth 11. Just peace out with me. Come on, bro. I'm calling in the Fins. I'm calling in the Fins, bro. I'm calling in the Fins. It's over. Bro, my war score is literally 15. Accept the peace out, Oscar. What are you doing? You've lost. Accept it.
Are they accepting it yet?
Nope, I think they still think they can somehow survive. Oh, the two Sicilies are here. Great. Oh, they peaced out. There we go. South Slovakia. So I think next war with our Austria-Hungary, we're gonna take South Slovakia. Ooh, that would have sucked if they just barely didn't have a little port there just to access that. But we did it. We won. We won our first, well, not our first war, but our first true war against another European great power. Also, we're going to expand our naval. Oh, we can't expand that one yet.
That's rough.
Yeah, can't expand that one yet either. Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. We can just focus on these railroads for now while we wait for our infamy to go down a little bit more. You know, it's weird. I didn't get the genocide tag this game. I don't know why the event didn't happen yet. It might happen like later on. Maybe it's because I was at war.
So are you disappointed that you can't commit genocide?
No. I'm not. But I am sort of disappointed because it does kind of help keep rebels down.
So genocide to avoid your problems is a good thing. Is what I'm
No, come on, dude. You're twisting my words, man. You're putting words in my mouth. Stop. We're creating no admirals. We don't need admirals, but we do need artillery. So, you know. genocide to solve your problems. What the heck, bro?
You know, the funniest part is you can't even say I'm taking you out of context here. Like, be real.
Bro, because it's not. No, look, like, no, I don't really believe. No, wait, come on, man. You're kind of. Big explosive factory. I was waiting for that. We definitely need that.
Oh, you were waiting for me to accuse you of liking genocide.
No, I was waiting for idealism. Oh, here we go. Hold on, new decision here. Let's see. Let's get in conflict is true. Okay, yep, it's time for the genocide. I apologize, but we got to do this, folks. Here we go. A sad event. You get this message every time someone does this too. A sad event. This event is triggered with any genocide that happens. I wanted to add those genocides for historical reasons, but it is hard not to add little messages for anyone to know that this was no joke, not going to teach anyone anything, but I couldn't help writing this. May all their souls rest in peace. Dude, I'm losing 20,000 prestige and gaining 1 infamy. Yeah, whenever you trigger, because, okay, here's the thing. In the game, you do get your, like, they do give you a choice as to if you really want to genocide your people or not. And if you do it, you lose prestige. And you gain 1 infamy. So it is a decent compromise. It's like, okay, do you want to do it?
It's a decent compromise.
It is. You lose infamy. I mean, you gain infamy. You lose 20,000 prestige. It's up to you. Okay, I am now friendly. I am now friendly. The first thing I have to do is ban the British embassy from Australia. I have to do it instantly. I want to. I would love to unite Yugoslavia in this game, but we're not going to be able to do that because it's too hard, and I don't want to spend the entire game doing it. The British want military access. Yeah, sure, whatever. I want to demand California so bad, dude. We could demand California. That is gonna help my industry so much. But the USA is being losers. Who are they fighting a war against? I'm gonna give them war subsidiaries. Yeah. Here, have some money, Mexico, because I like you and I despise the Americans. Bro, I can't wait to hurry up and get Manchuria in my sphere of influence so I can freaking. We're so close so I can stop focusing on them and then just focus on other stuff. We're doing pretty good right now. Dude, I'm back up to 9 infamy, bro. How? Let's get these railroads. See, I know a lot of people don't like this, and there are a few good mods out there. There's like to just completely. Even then, the thing I like about Victoria 2 is I've noticed that there's pretty much mods for anything, right? So if you're not interested in the whole economy thing and you want to, I don't know, just keep it a lot more war focused, there's a decent mod. There's a decent few mods out there, like the Age of Civilizations mod that basically turns the game. It gets rid of most of the like okay, for example, it gets rid of the colonial aspect a little bit and just kind of keeps it on conquering stuff. So if you if you like more war, then that'd be one for you. But if you want to but there's also I've seen a few economy heavier mods if you like the if you really are into that aspect of the game. It's up to you. The game just crashed. Did it? Did it just crash? It did.
Bruh.
Bro, did it? Please tell me it auto saved. Please tell me it auto saved. Please tell me we auto saved. I don't remember when the last time we auto saved was. Please don't take me back to the beginning of the Austrian War, please. This is why I always save constantly throughout the game. You gotta always save because if you don't save, the game will crash. And you know what? This just gives me an idea because I just realized that the people probably can't even hear you. Yeah, they can't. They haven't even they haven't been able to hear you this entire time.
Bruh.
Bro, I'm an idiot. Wait, properties change this. Discord. We'll choose banana. Okay, could you speak now for me? Just Yeah.
Morty,
Okay.
Morty, Morty,
Okay.
Morty,
Okay. When was our autosave?
Pickle Rick.
Okay. Okay.
Burp.
We got a decent autosave because the war's already over in Austria. Lucky us. Lucky us. Yeah. Okay. So this is before I did the genocide event. So like right before that. So you know what? Everything seems to be fine then. Early roll. Let's go. Here we go. Sad event for everyone. Oh, look, dude. Look. Oh, man. The genocide is so sad, man. And the words they use for it is, like, really bad. Because the thing is, like, I don't want to say it. I'm not going to say it on stream. But they're, like, filthy. You know, they're referring to the people, and their faith is, like, you know what they're saying, James. You can probably figure it out. This is colonial Russia. You can probably figure it out. So if it wasn't for the fact that I really want to fight wars, dude, we've actually kept a decent viewer base throughout this entire thing. So you know that is pretty cool. I'm glad to see people are actually interested in this, especially after
Just
I
become a
haven't streamed
Victoria's
since.
Secret channel.
Just become a Victoria. That would be fun, but also it would probably wouldn't be fun, and I don't think it'd do that well anymore. You
It
think
would
there's any?
just tank your numbers.
You think there's any Victoria 3 channels out there?
No.
Like there's just a channel that only plays Victoria 3.
If there was one, it's done.
Yo, I see a lot of channels that only play Age of Civilizations, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't do it. I can't. Anytime I try to play Age of Civilizations now, I just wish I'm playing Victoria 2. Like that is literally my experience playing Age of Civilization, and I can't. It almost makes me sad because as you know, I love that. I used to love that game. Like literally, I would spend hours on it. So many campaigns I did on that game just on my Odin alone, and now I just try to open it up and it's like, this is lame. And I got so desperate that I downloaded like a Cold War mod for the game for my Odin. It's like a separate app I have now, and it just was not Victoria 2. It wasn't Cold War enhancement. It was trying to be, but it wasn't. And you know, honestly, James, I feel like Age of Civilizations 3 is looking super good, right? But if it doesn't have decisions, I feel like that's gonna hurt it. I love the cool
And it's
decisions and stuff you can
copying
do.
Europa Universalis 4. That's just what it's doing.
I know. I mean, I think it's going to be a good game. I think I'm going to like it, and I do think it's especially if now that I've kind of thought about it, I'm not gonna buy the PC version. I'm gonna buy the mobile version just because nowadays, if I want to play a fun math game on my PC, for the most part, let's become kings of the East. Kings of the East. Why would we want to be kings of the East, bro? No, we're kings of the East. We're gonna be kings of the East. We're gonna be the kings of the East. That's what we're gonna do, as Russia. You know, gonna we're gonna dominate this part of the world. Mostly Austria, mostly Eastern Europe. If I'm being real with you, mostly Eastern Europe. Is Prussia still? Yeah, okay. And we're gonna try and keep our alliance with We're gonna try and keep our alliance with Prussia. That's what we're gonna try to do, and we're just gonna hope it works out right. While spamming economy the entire game. I should have probably emphasized that I'm playing a mod. I should have probably emphasized that in the title, but I did, so it's too late. So, oh well. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. We don't actually have to go with the war. We don't really have to go to war with them right now anyway. And I'm more worried about this industry because if you're not worried about industry as Russia, what are you doing? Probably taking advantage of your people. Let's be real here. You know, there is one annoying part about this mod that I don't, that kind of sucks. This is one annoying thing, and this is not for everyone. This is mostly just for Russia. It's in base Victoria 2, since Poland and like the Baltic states are already under your control. You can just kind of, same for Finland, you can just kind of build up infrastructure as you go. But these guys build almost no infrastructure themselves. So when it does come time to like annex them, it's almost a bit of a hamper on your economy because now you got all this land that's like super underdeveloped, and you can and then you gotta like develop it yourself. It's like, and they build almost no railroads, so without the, so it's still slow moving your troops from, you know, what was your front line being here to all the way up here now, all the way up here. It takes an extra few seconds, and I don't like that. Honestly, I am surprised that Austria has managed to hold its place on the GP rankings. Like, genuinely, after losing the me and the Prussians back to back, I was almost certain that like they would fall, but no, they managed to stay there. So you know, congratulations to them. You know what's fun? If you manage to beat the USA and take, if you manage to beat the USA and take Mexico, you can basically guarantee that the USA never makes it to fourth place on the GP rankings, and I find it hilarious.
Bruh.
Also, you know what? Let me, before I say this, let me preference this by saying I am black. So obviously, I do not support the Confederacy.
What are you going to say?
Obviously, I do not support the Confederacy, but I kind of really want to try and have the Confederacy win the war, or at least get a white peace. I've never seen it done before. I've never seen it done. I want to see them. I want to see them somehow get a white piece, just to see what they would do. What they would do to the global rankings? Like what type of impact would they have? I've never seen, because I don't. Okay, James, I'll ask you this because again, you've been playing longer than me. There's no way the Confederacy can win the war AI right against the AI, right? There's like no way they can actually do it because I've never seen it
Believe
happen.
it or not, in my
No,
entire time of playing Victoria 2, I've seen it happen 7 times.
bro, you've really seen it happen 7 times.
Keep in mind, I've probably played hundreds of games.
There we go. Okay, now we can finally take our influence out of
The only
Manchuria.
reason I remember it is it's always such an event whenever it happens, you know?
I've never seen it. I want to catch it happen. Like I want to see it so bad. Okay, now we can finally take our influence out of Manchuria. That's good. Ruler of the East. Let's go, baby. We got our legs. You know, because else that kind of looks like the legs of the Russian dragon. So you know, we got our legs. So congratulations to us. Ooh, finally. If you, I love when the capitalists build steel factories because you can basically easily become the top producer of steel for like the entire game as Russia if you just, if your capitalists build enough steel factories. Also, I just realized we can probably encourage more capitalists at the moment, so we're going to do that. Also, can we encourage a little bit of clergymen just because you know dumb people don't make for good citizens? I don't think I have enough points to encourage.
That is so true. On G, no cap.
Gotta love that Gen Alpha talk right there. Mexico. I know the USA already hurt my influence there, but we're gonna do it again. Cordial, right? Yeah. Oh man, I hate you. I hate the United States of America. No, that's not true. I'm from the country. I love the United States, but like, come
To the
on.
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, in liberty and justice for all.
I want you guys to know something funny, right? Because what's gonna happen is the USA is gonna annex Oregon, and if I can manage to demand California, if I somehow actually manage to demand California from Mexico again, I'm going to automatically take California and then annex Oregon. It doesn't matter if the USA has it, which the USA is eventually gonna gain cores on the land I own either way, which is like just a tiny bit annoying because it means that you're never gonna get an alliance with the USA. You're never gonna get it. That's it. If you own core land, you're never gonna get it. You can kiss it goodbye. Which I mean, a U.S. alliance isn't that useful.
You know, on one hand, I have a problem with the system because, like, realistically, Germany would have cores over Austria, right?
Uh,
Um, and other stuff like that, and that's really silly, you know. But on the other hand, in the vast majority of cases, if you own the core land of another country, then yeah, they're probably not going to want to ally.
yeah, that's what I hate that, dude. I hate it. It's like it would be cool to ally with the USA. I mean, they're not that useful of an ally. Like for the Russians anyway, they're not that useful of an ally. I mean, at most, maybe they could invade Canada if you went to war with the British. But like, is that really that helpful? I mean, the British almost always occupy what you call it, Alaska anyway. But I mean, that's not really too much of a detriment to you unless they decide to try to annex Alaska. Then you got a problem. Then you definitely have to fight to the death with the British. But I mean, if they don't try to annex Alaska, then you're pretty much good. I'm gonna need some transport ships, but not in Asia, only in Europe.
How many Batman would it take to defeat one Imperial Russian soldier?
One. No. Screw you, Persia. I don't want an alliance with you. One. It's only gonna take one. Honestly, do you think your average Russian Imperial soldier actually like has much training? Like, let's just be real here, right? Most of these guys were guys that were pulled off of random farms in the middle of nowhere and sent to fight with a rifle. Like, I don't think the Russian Imperial government is that smart when it comes to actually training soldiers. I mean, look at World War I. Look at the Crimean War. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Honestly, I firmly believe Russia only managed to hold on to great power status for so long as the Russian Empire because they had so much land, and that was kind of like a marvel at that time. Because okay, in all honesty, was Russia really that much of a like? Could you really like? Were they really formidable? The navy was kind of trash, right? Their general soldiers kind of sucked and could easily lose to the Austrians or the Prussians, you know. And it's like, were they really capable of like having a rivalry with the British of all people? Like, really?
They were actually, because where they were fighting their incompetency, they were barely better than the Afghans and the Chinese and stuff. You know.
Just barely. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, Russia.
I'd struggle to call Russia a civilized nation at this time. I'd struggle.
You know, the concept of civilized nations is a little racist, but given everything else we've learned about you today,
Bro, what do you mean?
some
No. I'm saying it's like that's what I'm really trying to say. It's like Russia is by its very core, right? Being a civilized nation is incredibly racist, and Russia is not a civilized nation at that like that right there. There you go. They're not. Like, they're not a civilized nation by that point. Depending, because okay, the metrics on which European countries unfairly measured what was a civilized nation and what wasn't, considering like let's just be real, there were some African countries that straight up had like deeper technologies than that of European countries at the time. Some of the like lower European countries, I'd say. The metrics by which they measure civilized and uncivilized countries is so unfair. It's so stupid, and Russia wouldn't even fit into its own category if you ask me.
with the Soviet Union,
Mid Cold War Soviet Union definitely.
pre-World War II.
Pre World War II, nah. Like the pre World War II. They're like that. They're like the partially westernized nation. I'd say more pre 5 year plan than pre World War II. Because for as bad as the 5 year plan is, there's no doubt it definitely did turn Russia from a super rural country to a semi failing industrialized country. So props to,
It
to
only
that.
became a failed state, you know.
Yeah, it went, but it went from being like a farmland to a failed state. So
My Buddhist monks are slowly taking down this city.
dude, I'm just ready to go to war with the Austrians again. How long does our truce last? 1844.
Yo, Sega Slayer 64, one of these cities I took over, they hated being with Babylon so much that the minute I took it over, they instantly, like, sweared fealty to Rome and started learning Latin. Like, the minute I took it over.
Let me see.
Cough. Hey, Sega Slayer 64, what is your favorite country where the official language is Russian?
It, it, it's Russia.
Okay, what's your favorite country where the official language is French?
It's France.
I mean, with French you have a lot of options.
Yeah, you do, but I like France. Like France is a pretty cool country, right? I like France. I
Okay,
feel like
what about
honestly, I feel like modern day France is a little underrated. I like France. I think France is still pretty
okay,
cool.
what about countries that speak German?
Austria. I kind of like Austria more than I like Germany nowadays.
I
I don't
can't
know,
believe you did. I can't believe you did Liechtenstein like that.
bro. I'm just saying. Like I feel, and plus, my heart just goes out to Austria. I feel like Austria is just done so dirty nowadays. Like literally, and it's mostly that little piece of Italy. The little piece of Italy that should very like that belongs to Austria would make their borders just look a little nicer, and they deserve it. And the fact that they just can't have it just because Italy wants to be stubborn is like so annoying to me.
But worse, the thing that makes it worse is because of how modern day Europe works. Like the borders barely mean anything. Barely. They
It,
still obviously mean quite a lot, but like
barely, because you
it's
can just European urine. I mean
just
European
a
Union.
little.
I mean,
Give those. Come on. Do you think Austria is gonna start demanding the Sudetenland?
they should. Honestly, there were certain calls a little while back. Obviously this would never happen, but there were. I remember there being certain calls from people in both countries that were like, "Yeah, Austria and Hungary should reunite again." Okay, let's be honest here. If both countries wanted it, do you think anyone would let it happen?
No.
Who would have who would want to block it though?
The the Croats
No.
and the
Okay,
Romanians.
let me put it to you like this, right? I'm not talking like pre old Austrian
No, I mean
Hungary.
like right. Okay, no, because okay. So listen to this for a second, right? Let's say you're Romania, right?
Uh,
You're not that powerful within the European Union, but you have to deal with Hungary. And while your relations are mostly stable, the Hungarians are still a little volatile and not that open to working with you, right?
uh-huh.
And then like they just go form a union, triple their strength, and then all those Hungarians that are within Romania, they're going to look at that and they're going to be like, hey, if Austria-Hungary can reunite, then why can't we just join Hungary?
But you know what this sounds like? This sounds like that Kosovo problem. You see what I'm saying? This sounds like the Kosovo problem.
No, and that's why Austria-Hungary can't reform. It's because of Romania.
It would be really cool though. It would like if even if they just had their modern borders, it'd still be really cool.
Wouldn't they have to put the monarch back in charge or something?
I don't know. Do you really? I mean, do you really have to do that to reunite two countries? Like, oh hey,
Is there
we're
really
gonna.
any Austria-Hungary without the Habsburgs, though?
I get, yeah, I guess you're kind of right. It'd also be cool if Czechoslovakia just came back because it's like I kind of feel like Czechoslovakia didn't really need to divorce each other, considering both people in Czechia and Slovakia still like each other. So like, what was the point? I mean, I kind of believe in the stronger together than apart type of mindset when it comes to certain countries like that. I mean, like, was there really any? I mean, basically, I mean, with the European Union, it kind of just like de facto removes all that anyway. But I mean, it just looked nicer, and I like Czechoslovakia.
Have I ever told you about the? No, I did. I already told you about Slovakia.
I love doing that in Cold War Enhancement when they let you do that. That's always pretty cool.
Hmm.
You see, man, we got this long period where we just can't fight any wars. Where is? You know what? Strangely enough, oh, it's still sitting over there. What the heck, man? I'm like, where's my Black Sea Fleet? Gotta have those
No,
transport ships.
no, my Buddhist monks, my Buddhist monks.
You know, the fact that I'm still in second place as DP is so surprising to me. Like, I've just managed to hold on to it. You know what? Just because I don't want to be dumb, I should probably save. Yeah, I should probably save. I don't know. I'm enjoying this stream so far. What about you guys? You guys enjoying it? I think it's fun. I think it's chill,
This
you
is
know?
the best stream I've ever seen.
I don't know. I like these chill. Cause okay, let's be honest here. I had two options. I was either gonna sit here and play Victoria 2 all day by myself, or I could sit here and play Victoria 2 with you all. So I chose to play it with you all.
Yeah.
That is the one problem with Victoria 2 is I kind of feel like, bro, once I pick it up, I find it so hard to put it down because I always think about, okay, well, before I turn it off, I could do this one more thing. What if I just invaded this country right here? Do you think
Bro,
Victoria 2 would be better or worse without the infamy?
it would be so much worse.
It'd be worse. Why? Because it just turned into it would just turn into wait. What the heck happened? How did the Ottomans lose Egypt from their sphere of influence? What the heck? I haven't taken it yet. Did they give it up? Is there a war going on between? Okay, no, never mind. I can intervene in a war. Oh heck no. Yeah. Okay. I just intervened in the war so I can protect Egypt from being an Ottoman puppet state. Wait a second? Are the Ottomans allied with the British? They are not. Honestly, if that was something I could figure out how to prevent, like on a daily basis, it would be the best investment ever. Because the Ottomans and the British, once they get together, it basically means as Russia, no more war with the Ottomans ever. I'm
You
gonna
know what
get some.
sucks, Second Player 64?
What sucks?
So I literally, when playing the game earlier, I went up to the Sumerians, right? I was like, "Hey, you wanna join my war?" And they were like, "Yeah." And you know what they've done?
Wait, let's reunite all those guys. What were you saying, James?
So I invited the Sumerians to my war, right? And you wanna know what they've done?
What?
Nothing. Would it kill you to do some work?
They really should. Okay, this. I'm
Well,
trying to
my
think.
Buddhist monks are dying out here because you won't do anything.
Oh well, never mind. No war with the Ottomans. That's kind of lame. I joined the war just for you guys to accept a white peace. What the heck, man?
Oh, here's something kind of funny. You want to take a guess as to what religion my Rome is?
Oh no, what did you say, James?
Yeah, you want to hear something funny? Take a guess as to what religion my Rome is. just take a guess. What do you think it might be?
I think I'm going to have to end the stream, and that does suck.
Why?
My headset's dying again.
That's rough.
I could have sworn I charged it, but I guess not. I don't know. It's cutting in and out, and that's why. It's like cutting in and out. I know it's dead, dude.
Man, I can't wait to invent nukes.
Okay. Okay, here's my plan. I'm going to cut this stream off for about half an hour, right? And then I'm going to go charge this headset. And then I'm going to come back and stream in another half an hour because I don't want to end this stream personally without invading Austria-Hungary. Not Austria-Hungary. Austrian Empire one more time. I know it cut off on me again, didn't it? No, it didn't. So I'm going to end the stream temporarily, but I'll be back in like half an hour after this has gotten a little bit of charge, so I can continue this. Bit awkward of a way to do it, but I don't want to stop playing, number one, and it's Saturday, so you know what? It's 6:30, and we can get this going again.